Hey, Lurks the Wolf here. No guitar challenge this week? No guitar challenge this week, sorry about that, but I am at a Furry Con and I didn't have time to pre-record one. I'm at Anthro Weekend, Utah. I am here with Gray. She is the owner of Grayrealm Studio, who made both of these awesome suits you see right here. She is an artist and a fursuit maker, and she really helped me out of a jam at Midwest Fur Fest last year. If you guys have seen my video on how I got ripped off on a fursuit commission, I basically ended up with a head and a tail from a character that wasn't mine. And at the last minute, she was able to make some hand paws and feet paws to actually get me a good partial suit for MFF. I liked it so much, I thought the quality was so good that I asked her to make me a full, complete Digidegrade suit, which is what I'm wearing right now. And she also did a lot of repairs to the head, which was in pretty rough shape. So she does awesome work. Check her website out, which I will put down below. And we're going to do a little interview here.
Thanks, Lurks.
So Gray, tell me about Grayrealm Studio. What are some of the things you do and how long have you been doing them?
Well, like you mentioned earlier, I do fursuit making and repairs. I do art. I do offer digital art, but my main media that I like to use is traditional, and that's my passion and profession, and that's what I like to do.
So is this a full-time job for you?
Mostly, yeah. I actually just started a night shift to bring in a little extra cash to invest back into my business, but for the most part, that's what I do.
Cool. How big do you see yourself getting as both an artist and a fursuit maker? Would you like to be a major fursuit maker someday?
I don't know. It always feels good when people know your name. It's a lot of work, but I think it would be quite a bit of fun to be able to make all sorts of different fursuits for all sorts of different people. In art and character design and everything in between.
So how do people get a commission from you?
Oh. Well, first you contact me either through any of my social media or my website, which contains my email address, and then you send me a character reference and you tell me what pieces you would like made, and I calculate a quote for you. And then if you proceed with that, then you give me a 50% deposit, and then I get started on your commission.
Awesome. So we are in Utah, as I mentioned previously, at Anthro Weekend, Utah. I live close to here in southwest Colorado, kind of areas of the United States, if you're not familiar with it, that are known for being socially conservative. So the furry fandom sometimes is not always accepted by people who may not know about it. Have you had any experiences here in Utah, either positive or negative?
I've actually only had positive experiences thus far. My family is really accepting of it. I mean, I wouldn't even call it accepting of it. They don't really care all that much. Most people that I've met don't really care all that much. They see it, they think it's cool, and then they're forgotten about it the next day.
Very cool. Yeah, that's been my experience too for the most part, although I'm not really out in my community as a furry. I tend to travel to go to fur cons and stuff, but I've had a very positive experience with it too. So I think the big question that everybody watching is wondering, what is this fantastic mythical creature sitting next to me? She is not normally a talking fursuiter, but we have procured a high-tech REM to English translator to make it seem like she's actually talking right now. So tell me about your original species.
Well, right now there's not a whole lot to tell. It's very new. I just started working on some of the lore and stuff. It's called a REM. It's just a cute, fluffy, mammal-type magical creature right now. You can read more about them on my website, grayrealmstudio.com. there's hopefully going to be more information on them in the future.
Very cool. What kind of, do they come in different colors?
They come in all sorts of different colors and shapes and sizes. They don't all have to have a big long tail like this, but they do all have this cute pom-pom, either as or on their tail.
Okay, are there other patterns sometimes, or is it always a solid color?
Most commonly, they are a solid color, but they can come in like stripes and spots and other standard things like that. Sometimes, you know, you can have like a little design on it, sure.
Okay. Are they a closed or limited species where somebody would need to contact you and meet certain parameters to make their own character?
Right now, they are like a semi-open species. You can go ahead and make one, but later on, if you have made one, you know, it won't necessarily be like an official rem. I just want people to be able to have fun with them and stuff right now, and then, you know, not worry about the restrictions that'll be on, you know, be placed later.
Okay, very cool. That's similar to what I'm doing with my second character, Riv, and his species. There's going to be some parameters set out that they need to be within these to be that species, but yeah, I'm not going to be overly limiting. But very cool, very unique species. Really awesome looking too. I love that suit.
Thank you.
It's gotten a lot of attention at the con. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of pictures taken.
All right, I'm so appreciative of you sitting down and giving me an interview. This is my first interview I've done on my channel. I promised you guys some different content than just me sitting on my couch, so I'm hopefully delivering. I'm going to try to do another interview during this con, and then I'll be at Denver later this month, and I'll try to do some more there. Definitely check her out, Grayrealmstudio.com. She does awesome work. I can personally vouch for that. Both of my roommates at this con are wearing her hand and feet paws, and they love them too. So definitely check her out. Give her some business. My suit has been absolutely great. I've been wearing this suit for 8 months now since MFF. It's held up absolutely great. Everybody loves it. It's soft and fluffy. She does a great job. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week. Until then, Lurks, over and out.
Bye.